Hey folks, thanks for stopping by. Hey, if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down there. That'll help us out. And if you hadn't subscribed, we greatly appreciate it if you consider doing that as well. Now here we go. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This week we're camping up in right outside Decatur, Alabama at Lake KOA. We're going to take you around this campground, show you what it has to offer and some of the amenities it has. But right now I got to finish resting in this big old bull here. So y'all come go along with us, and here we go. Alright, as you pull into the KOA holiday here, you see you can get some day passes. They have a nice swimming and beach area here with some picnic tables that you can get a day pass for. And then here's the office where you check in. And of course they have the 8-mile-an-hour speed limit. Not 5, not 10, not 15, but 8. Not sure if the office is open yet, but we'll go up here and check it out. It looks like they got the chain up, so not open yet. Open sign's not lit up, but anyway, they have just some basic supplies in there, some t-shirts and souvenirs, that type of stuff. So, but it's pretty nice. Alright, at the back of the office, they have the laundry room. Got a change maker there. Looks like it's $2 to dry. Looks like it's $2 to wash, so yeah. 3 washers, 3 dryers, but one of them's got a sign. Then on the back deck of the office here, they got like a little seating area. Of course, they've got coffee inside when they're open. And you got your wood bundles. They got speakers set up out here because they have a stage. And later on, probably close to Memorial Day, they'll start having people out here performing. They've got like a little pavilion set up out here where you can sit and listen to the music. Another little area right there. There's the stage. They got a few things out here in the lawn area. They've got your Jenga. Got a fire pit. And what I thought was pretty cool, they got a gem mining area here. We can come mine for gems. Look at there, even got a sign to tell you what kind you found. Got directions on how to do it. There's where the water comes down from the tank. Comes down here, you can pour your bag of sand and gems in the little box here, and then you can start swishing around. See what you found. Gem mining, Lake KOA. And all this is located right behind the office here, so pretty convenient. And as you leave the park, they do have the all-important dump station. There is actually 2 different campgrounds here. One is full hookup, which is where we're staying at. We'll go through that one shortly. And another one's out on the peninsula, out on the lake, and it's just water and electric, so they need that dump station. And there's a couple sites, I think 4 sites right behind the office there for if you just come and spending the night. Stay right there, get up next morning, take off. Let's walk out here and look at the beach and playground area, the day use area, in case you're interested in that. There's some old school picnic table, concrete picnic tables set up out here at the day use area that you can take advantage of. You can picnic in the pines. Alright, this is the little playground and beach area, day use area. They've got a few different types of playground equipment here. So the kids enjoy that. And you got some picnic tables and barbecue grill set up out here. And they do have kayak and canoe rentals here as well, in case you're interested in doing that. And another one of them bulls up on the shore of Wheeler Lake. Trying to stay out of the sun. There's the beach area. Of course, they have it marked off. It's a little too cool right now. I think it's about 40, 42 degrees here, so not anxious to get in that water right now. But still beautiful up here on Wheeler Lake. All right, let's walk on. Just love these bull barbecue grills. And there is a couple swings out here. Overlooks the beach area here. If you want to just sit and swing and enjoy watching the kids. You can be just a swinging. And there is a bathhouse right here at the day use area, so if you need that, do your changing in there. I think it had a shower, toilet, and I know the men's side had a urinal in it, but there's a nice pavilion right behind this building that I just walked in front of. See, nice pavilion. Something else pretty cool here, they have a ropes course that's, operational during the warmer months. For you highly skilled athletes want to take that on. And of course there is a fee, I'm sure. But still, if I was a younger man, right here in the pines. And there is a bathhouse right here at the day use area, so if you need that, do your changing in there. I think it had a shower, toilet, and I know the men's side had a urinal in it, but there's a nice pavilion right behind this building that I just walked in front of. See, nice pavilion. Something else pretty cool here, they have a ropes course that's, operational during the warmer months. For you highly skilled athletes want to take that on. And of course there is a fee, I'm sure. But still, if I was a younger man, right here in the pines. All right, we're going to take a look at sites 300 through 318. So you know what those look like. And of course, there we are. We're in site 300 out on the end. And just before we came, they had a boatload of rain up here. Some things is just now drying out some, but anyway, we'll walk around, take a look at the other sides. Like I said, we're in site 300, and this section is full hookup, so in case you're interested in that. Site 305 right across from us. That's 302. I think that's 303. Their numbering scheme's a little bit different. It's 306 there, 307, 308. 301, 302, 303, 304. There's 309, 310. It's 311. Get my walk in today. 312. 313. And they do have Wi-Fi throughout the park, and it's been exceptional. We've been able to run a couple TVs off of it and whatever else we needed. So that's 313. 314. The Gray Wolf. 315. 316. Salem is with the azaleas sitting outside of it. 317's a little Coleman there. And then you got 318 with that apex with some azalea. So, but that's it. 300 through 318. All full hookup. All right, we're gonna take a look at the hookup as customary. These have meters on. All right, you got your 30, 50, and your 110. You got your water hookup. You know, it's pretty thoughtful that spigot's up high enough where your filter or whatever you're hooking up don't drag the ground. And then you got the sewer. Got a fire ring / grill. Picnic tables. So yeah, not the fanciest, but I can tell you, if our automatic leveling works good and we don't have to fight it, and it fight back, I consider it a good sign. Look at there. How's the bar? I'm gonna have to put the camera down so I can run if I have to. All right, they got a walking trail here. It's called the Foxhole Walking Trail. They got some warnings up under though. Caution snakes and Sasquatch. We've seen him already, so we know where he's at. But right across from the walking trail, they've got tent sites
all along the edge of the lake, and they have a grill on the old school concrete picnic table. And they have the fire rings out there right next to the lake, so that's pretty cool if you're interested in tent camping. Man, that's a good spot. Right next to Wheeler Lake. Alright, coming up here, you can bring your boat. If you're gonna be here a little while, got a nice boat ramp. You can launch your boat. But then catch some of them bags. Got a nice dock. And like I mentioned earlier, it's right next to the tent camping area, so if you want a tent camp, bring your boat. Be pretty convenient. I got a sign here too. Alright, we're gonna go up here and check out the sites on the peninsula. And as I mentioned earlier, these are all just electric and water only, so. And you got PO1 right there. Well, them doves are cooling this morning. You got PO2 there. You got a couple guys out there bass fishing. And you got PO3. And right across from sites 1, 2, and 3, you got the bathhouse. So I'm sure it's pretty much the same as the others. Just because I'm seeing a few signs that says TVA, just looking at the sites here, I'm thinking this may be an old TVA campground that KOA bought, but and you got site 5 there. Got 6 there. Got site 7 where that big Salem is. Site 8 with the friendly dogs. And you got site 6. Right there. There's site 9. Kind of back there with some of the decks is sites 10, 11, 12, and 13. You got site 14. Site 15 is a pull through. It's pretty nice. Look, they even got a sign. Water and electric sites only, no sewer hookup. They let you know. I stand corrected, right across from the sign that says water and electric sites only, no sewer hookups. Site 14 has sewer. Looks like the one next to it has sewer. That's 16. 17 doesn't. It may be these outside that don't have it. But anyway, you just have to check if you're interested in booking. They do have a couple cabins out here. That's cabin number 1, overlooking the lake. And you've got site number 18, site number 19, right lake. And you've got site 20. And then 21's next to it. That's nice, huh? You have a lake view there. And you got site 22, which appears to have sewer. And 23, there's another little small pull through. So if you got a small camper, it'll work for you. That's cabin number 2, I believe. Yep. Right there on the lake. And they do have a screened-in porch, which is nice. Now you got site 24, 25, site 26, and that big long one back in there, that's site 27. So 24, 5, 26, 27. There's site 28. Site 29. No, site 30, I'm sorry. Site 30, site 29's on this side. Numbering scheme is kind of wonky there, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Looks like a buddy site. You got 29 and 31 right next to it. And there's 32. Across from it's 33. Well, that pinnacle that's 34. 35 where that gray wolf is. All right, you've got site 36, that Pioneer is. Right across from it, you got site 37. And then it jumps to site 50. Okay, 37 to 50. Right there, but it does look like there's some sites that they're not using that's up in the woods there. They've kind of let it go back, so. Well, I found the lost campsite. There's site 38 right there. Site 39, right next to cabin number 3, which overlooks the water. Got site 40. That's a nice one. And you got 41. And then you got site 42. And you got site 43 and next to it. Oh, most of these back here are well shaded too. 44. These may be a little bit loud with the boat ramp being right there, especially during the summer. And you got 45 there. And you got 46. That one's concrete. And you got 47 there. 48. That Cherokee is. And 49. What hideout is, and they're right across from that house too. So there you have it. So that's 1 through 49 on the peninsula. All right, folks, that's gonna wrap up the video here at the Wheeler Lake KOA. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And this one just happens to be the holiday, KOA holiday. There's 3 levels of KOA campgrounds. You've got the Journey, which is basically an overnight stop and get up and move on. And you've got the Holiday that has a few more amenities than the Journey does. And then you've got the Resort, which has more amenities than the Holiday. So, and I'm sure there's a price difference in each one of them, but you know, that varies from campground to campground. But there are actually 2 campgrounds here, one full hookup, which one we're staying in, and then you've got the one on the peninsula, which is mostly water and electricity. There are a few sewer sites in it as well, but they do have a honey wagon here that'll come around and dump your sewer for you if you need that. So, but anyway, just appreciate you watching the video. And if you hadn't subscribed to the channel yet, we greatly appreciate it if you consider doing that. As we say when we're planning our next new adventure, why not go stay at a KOA on the edge of Wheeler Lake. Check that barbecue grill out.